Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing? Happy Monday. Sorry, I'm a little running behind. My 3D printers were acting up this morning. Good to see everybody. All right, let's check out the market and then let's get into a couple videos. Really nothing too exciting today, I guess. Just really few things from Altcoin Daily we're gonna watch, and yeah, if we can come up with anything else during the stream, we will. So let's see what we got. Bitcoin 30,291. What else? Ethereum 1878. We have XRP 48 cents. Dogecoin 6.5 cents. LTC 88 bucks. Not too shabby. Could be worse, right? I'll say hello to everybody in just a second. On the week, everything looks pretty green, but on the day, everything looks pretty red. So we'll see. Aave is down 13.2%. Crazy. All right, let's see. CoinGecko. Let's check out the top 10 coins by coin market cap. We have Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tether, BNB, USD Coin, XRP, Lido Staked Ether, Cardano, Dogecoin, and Solana. Looks like Litecoin got kicked back down into 13th. I mean, could be worse, right? Overall. All right, let's see. Fear and Greed Index real quick right here. So always blinds everybody. Apologize. 55 on the Fear and Greed Index. So it's in greed territory right now. Honestly, it's still pretty neutral. So it was pretty rough, I guess, yesterday, right? It was getting up there. I was expecting it to go a little higher, but shocking. It's actually kind of holding pretty good right here. So, all right, let me just say hello real quick to everybody in the chat. Let's see. We have Chuck Danger. What's up, buddy? We have Jafar. Good to see you. Sadie sometimes. Golden Wolf. Regilio. I'm sorry if I just butchered your name. I apologize if I think that's right. Carl Coate, Fudweiser, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. We have Automatic Beats, Yeti, my man, good to see you, buddy. Let's see who else. Chris Hanley, let's see. Financial Failure, Game with Smokey Dan, Neo, good to see you. Neo Morpheus. That's a great name. All right, let's get into this. So as you guys know, Bitcoin's actually been it's up about 100% since November of last year. So it's kind of I mean, it's made some pretty big moves. I'm wondering what it's going to look like in July. I haven't personally watched this video we're going to watch yet, so hopefully there's nothing shilly in it, but I want to know, I guess, what Altcoin Daily has to say about this move. I want to know what's going to happen with Bitcoin in July. He's claiming he knows, so let's see what's going to happen. If you guys have any questions during this, please feel free to ask, and let's get into it.
The short answer is liquidity matters. It's the most important thing for investors. We haven't spoken about China yet, but China needs badly to goose its economy. We're moving into a new era.
Bitcoin just pushed, now above $31,000. And in fact, looking since the November lows, we're up near 100% in price.
It actually did break 100% from November.
The bigger question today is what's next? What's next for Bitcoin? Well, we know that hash rate, meaning the strength of the underlying computer network, is at an all-time high. We know that regulators are warming up to this space.
If BlackRock all of a sudden has filed for a Bitcoin ETF that's not futures-based, it's spot Bitcoin,
right.
Okay?
I don't see how this changes.
If anybody can get it done, would you bet against BlackRock?
No.
You know, they're the behemoth.
But a much bigger factor that not many people are talking about is liquidity, global liquidity in the markets.
The short answer is liquidity matters. It's the most important thing for investors really to watch and track. The reason the market's gone up is very clearly to do with more liquidity, and that's the key factor. What is liquidity? Let me start by saying what it isn't. It's not a measure of interest rates. It's not conventional money supply. In terms of our definition, which is a long-standing definition that basically goes back to the time that I was at Salomon Brothers back probably two decades or more ago, it's looking at the flow of money through global financial markets. So it's the cash and credit that is available for purchase or investment in assets, and it's the key measure that drives asset prices.
So liquidity matters. And in a recent episode of Forward Guidance, awesome podcast, macro expert Michael Howell of Cross Border Capital said something really interesting.
Well, I think the answer is that we're in a liquidity cycle upturn. That liquidity cycle upturn will not be a straight line, but the next peak is likely to be 2026. And the point that we've been making is that after suffering a headwind, investors suffering a headwind over the last 18 months with liquidity being drained, what they're beginning to catch now is a tailwind and that tailwind should last 2 to 3 years, if we're correct.
Meaning looking at global liquidity, meaning not just the Fed, but the European Central Bank, the Bank of Japan, People's Bank of China, Bank of England, etc. This rally, this uptick is far from over. And that's absolutely not to say that we won't have nasty pullbacks, that there won't be crashes. Everything is possible, especially in crypto. But in a direct quote from Michael Howell, he says, QE is coming back big time. Central banks have spent much of the last few months bailing out banks. What they're going to spend much of the next few years bailing out is governments.
There is this threat, as I pointed out, that
Why did he have to zoom in on his face this close?
central bank QE has to come back big time to basically repair government or fiscal finances. And that's the other thing you've got to start thinking about. In other words, we're moving into a new era. The COVID crisis was a watershed in many ways. But it was a watershed in terms of the policy decision of how government spending was funded. It was not funded by higher taxes. Okay, that is unusual. It was funded entirely.
Man, like this potato camera needs to be. Man, I don't understand how people do all this streaming stuff with like cameras like that. It's crazy.
By issuing debt, and the central banks took that debt up.
So he's essentially saying,
why didn't you use that filter? It looks way better.
that all that increased surplus of spending wasn't because we got more money from taxes like it would usually be done, but instead they printed so much money, the government took on debt, the central bank took on debt. But looking forward, we're about to see similar issues, and not because of COVID, but of other areas of government spending
All set minor.
that we're going to need to keep up with.
It was funded entirely by issuing debt, and the central banks took that debt up. What we've got is a similar problem coming up because you've got another big spending program, which is being caused by effectively two things. One is aging demographics, which are forcing mandatory spending programs up. And you've also got the defense bill to pay. And if you look at CBO projections, Congressional Budget Office projections, they've got a relatively passive forecast or projection for defense spending. If you get back to Cold War levels, when America was spending at least 5% of GDP on defense, then you're starting to look at serious levels of debt issuance in the next 10 years, an average of $2 trillion a year, in fact. And the Federal Reserve will likely have to come in and take a large share of that debt issuance. In other words, the Fed balance sheet goes up.
And while Michael Howell's thesis is the Fed is going to be forced to print much more money, because how else are we going to pay for these programs? The bigger
we're screwed. We're going to be printing money left and right. What do you guys think? I don't think we have much of a choice.
catalyst is global liquidity, especially in the East. People's Bank of China liquidity, and then the overall Asian markets.
It's going to increase because other central banks are going to be adding liquidity. We haven't spoken about China yet, but China needs badly to goose its economy. It's already had one go at it at the beginning of the year. It's cooled off, but it's going to do it again. They're going to have to do that. There's no question. There's no way out. With
the spigots are coming. The liquidity spigots are coming in China.
Yeah, it has to come simply because you can't sustain an economy, even a Chinese type economy with 20% youth unemployment. It just doesn't work. They're going to have to promote more growth, and I'm sure that's coming. We got the first inkling of it in the last few days anyway. And then you've got as well what's going on is a major capital shift towards Asian markets. Now, that's another factor which comes back to the cross-border flow element. Those cross-border flows into Asia will be monetized by the central banks. And that capital shift is evident, viz. The Japanese stock market. That's going up. We've got liquidity indicators, and there's some in the pack, which show the liquidity movement into Japan. And I can give you there's a chart reference if I can find it quickly.
This is painful. But
basically what that's showing on page 17 is the Japanese liquidity cycle and the Nikkei 225 index. And basically that's showing why the Japanese market's going up. And if you believe that liquidity is going to continue to go up in Japan, then the market must rise pretty well. Warren Buffett's made a brilliant call here by shifting some of his funds into Japan, catching it around the bottom. Great call as always. But other markets are going to start to do the same. And so what we've got to start thinking about is the effect of these capital shifts.
And again, I'm not a financial advisor, nor can I see the future, so do your own research. And the price action we're seeing for Bitcoin in the United States is interesting. Bitcoin's price has been trading at a premium on Coinbase relative to other exchanges since the BlackRock filing. This is likely US-based high net worth individuals and hedge funds front-running expected institutional flows.
I mean, BlackRock, I guess getting into Bitcoin, it's more of a bullish thing than a bearish thing. So I mean, it makes sense that the market would start pumping, right?
Bitcoin is digital gold. It is taking the place of what gold did for 5,000 years, right? There's only one money in the world, that's gold. Money is an asset that exists in the absence of a liability. Gold has played that role. It sits at the base layer of currency. Currency backed by debt created by governments to facilitate commerce sits on top of money, gold. And for 5,000 years, gold's done a good job. But gold isn't portable and it's not divisible. Bitcoin, a permanent immutable ledger, does play that role as a base layer of new money going forward, and will build the future of finance on top of that.
And I will give you the full story because on this channel, I won't just share with you the bullish news, I'll share with you all the news so you can make the best decision for you. And breaking, BitGo has canceled their Prime Trust acquisition as users report frozen withdrawals. So crypto custodian BitGo announced that it was ending talks to acquire rival Prime Trust, ending the acquisition 2 weeks after it was announced. And the reason this is big news is because the speculation, and again, this has not been proven, but the speculation is that Prime Trust is insolvent. Around the same time BitGo made its announcement, social media users were sharing images of what appeared to be an email from Prime Trust to its customers. It announced a halt to all withdrawals for digital assets and fiat currencies. And the reason was, the message said the pause was a response to a cease and desist order Prime Trust received from financial regulators in Nevada. So in a direct quote from the Nevada regulators, Prime Trust has a shortfall of customer funds, as well as Prime Trust is operating at a substantial deficit, or even may be insolvent, the order said. This is obviously
Interesting. We're going to watch this one next. Big news with Ethereum. I don't know if that's any good either, but I briefly watched it. It was kind of a lot of italic talking. But either way, shout out to Altcoin Daily for these videos. I'll leave links down below as well. I know it's kind of boring today. There's really no big news, honestly. What the heck's this? Look, 35 minutes ago. You know what? We can switch over to Coin Bureau if you guys want. Oh, you know what? I might save that. I'll save that till tomorrow, actually, because I don't have too much time. All right, let's continue with this Ethereum news. I want to see what's going on here. If he gets a little shilly, I think he does. Yeah, I caught it right here. I'm going to jump over this section in the video. So any questions, feel free to ask. Let's do it.
I don't know if you people have seen the internet meme where, like, there's you have this picture of, like, a horse.
something big is happening.
That picture of the
with
horse
Ethereum.
is actually funny.
Ethereum price eyes 3K as exchanges ETH balances
Can you imagine Ethereum 3K? Who's expecting that? I'm going to put that in the chat. Let's do a poll.
drop to an all-time low. So looking at the data from Glassnode, exchange balances for ETH reached a new low of 12.6%, dropping sharply in the last 30 days. Reduced supply on exchanges is usually a bullish sign, as it means fewer tokens are readily available for selling. And looking at the chart, this is Ethereum, by the way, on all exchanges, not just US, not just Asian, but all exchanges. And while this shows price in black and exchange balance in blue from January 2018 till today, we can see actually since July 2020, but then actually the sharpest declines at the end of 2022, and then just a few weeks ago, the trend seems to be clear. Even Vitalik, the creator of Ethereum, has got jokes against centralized exchanges.
There's a darker side to centralized exchanges, right?
God, he's such a nerd, this guy.
Recognizes some of the people in this photo.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Right. So centralized exchanges are, also sometimes, not very trustworthy.
So he's shitting on Sam Bankman for eating FTX right now? Is that what's happening?
They, do stuff, and sometimes they decide that they're better at having fun with your money than you are.
They're better at having fun with your money than you are. That's hysterical. He's wearing flood pants. He's expecting a flood. High tides today.
And while I will share with you one more Vitalik clip, let's actually break this down because the ETH supply leaving exchanges is not actually for the reasons you may think. The net flow volume of deposits and withdrawals from exchanges shows a steep surge in withdrawals at the start of June amid a regulatory crackdown on Binance and Coinbase. So this data should be taken with a grain of salt, as withdrawals were caused by investors spooked by centralized exchanges. And that tracks. We see, well, first off, the overall trend is not invalidated. This is good no matter what the reason is. Take your ETH, take your crypto off of exchanges. I love that. But
yeah, so it's really not a bad thing that all this Ethereum came off the exchanges. It's good. It just means people are holding it because they're nervous about the exchanges being shut down or your money being halted on it or whatever. So, I mean, it is a good thing. He's not wrong there.
Sharpest withdrawals were in the FTX collapse. You can see right here, this was a huge outflow. And then just recently with this SEC, Coinbase, Binance crackdown. So now you know why. You have that knowledge. It doesn't have to, but in November, it did lead to a 33% price increase. So supply went down, price went up. Supply just went down, and we have yet to see that pop yet. But now adding in staking, the amount of supply being taken off and putting in staking contracts. At the same time, ETH's supply locked in staking contracts has surged significantly since April's Shopala upgrade. Currently, over 23 million ETH is deposited in staking contracts, representing 19.1 of the total supply, meaning roughly 1 in 5 of every Ethereum in existence, 1 in 5 is staked. And why this matters is because staked ETH just hit its 20 million milestone.
Jeez, that's crazy. That's crazy. Doubling since the start of the year. Real quick, I killed that poll in the chat. Ethereum to 3K, yes, 38%. I don't care. I sold it all, so 28%, maybe 17%, and no 15%. Interesting. Now, so I didn't... When Ethereum went to proof of stake, yeah, I was a little upset about it, just like everybody else, right? It sucks for miners, but at the end of the day, so many things run on Ethereum. I don't think that it's going anywhere, to be honest. I would be shocked if it didn't get into the 10,000 range, 5 digits, but... I guess we'll have to see what happens in the future.
Doubling since the start of this year. In fact, staked Ether is becoming so popular that the raw number of ETH staked on the Ethereum blockchain is about to surpass the total amount of Ether that is kept on all crypto exchanges. Even banking giant JP Morgan continues to use Ethereum, at least their permissioned, centralized stablecoin on top of it. JP Morgan activates Euro payment settlement with its JPM coin. So they've expanded to Europe, and 4 years in, with the existence of JPM coin, the financial giants
JPM coin. Did you guys hear of this at all? That's crazy.
Coin has been used internally to settle about $300 billion in payments total. So a permissioned blockchain is a distributed ledger, but it's not publicly accessible. It's just for them. They control it. And the bank said that JPM coin is only made available to its institutional clients and only for settling payments.
Wait, what? That's so odd. So they have their own internal coin that they use that nobody on the outside can get access to? That's so weird. That's so weird, but that's... I don't know how I feel about that. It's so strange. That makes zero sense to me, to be honest.
So they're not using XRP. They're not using even USD coin. They made their own. And the news today is this.
That's weird.
The JPM coin transaction, the first ever for its corporate clients in Europe, this first ever transaction in Europe was conducted by Siemens AG, a large Germany-based conglomerate, in a euro-denominated payment on JP Morgan's permissioned blockchain. And while JPM coin is not a central bank digital currency.
What the hell? How is he even sitting like that? That hurts me looking at him. What the hell? But this is the horse picture I was talking about. This is actually kind of funny.
It's merely just a BDC, just a bank, a major bank, digital currency. Vitalik's on stage warning me about CBDCs in general.
I don't know if you people have seen the internet meme where like there's you have this picture of like a horse, and the left side of the horse is like this really beautiful and like real photorealistic drawing, and then as you get closer to the right edge of the horse, you get something that looks like it was drawn by a 5-year-old, and like the left side is like theory, and the right side is, and like the middle is like plan, and the right side is like consumer facing implementation, right? And like CBDCs are basically like that, right? Like,
and big news for sponsor of the channel, BitGet.
Get out of this. Shilling BitGet. Let me skip through.
Now, just for some background on BitGet, they're a top 5 derivatives exchange, as well as a top 10 spot exchange.
Sit there and talk about it the whole time. Skip through this. Okay.
Ethereum world. Bored Ape Yacht Club, one of the biggest ETH NFT collections. Their NFT prices are plunging. Why? Well, actually, it's a lot of the blue chips. The floor price of CryptoPunks and Bored Ape Yacht Club dropped by nearly 8 and 7% respectively.
All right, I'm putting it in the chat. Another poll. Are you guys into these NFTs? These monkey picture NFTs?
The last 24 hours. Nansen's blue chip 10 index of the top 10 NFT collections in existence has dropped 31% year to date. And why is that? Especially Bored Ape Yacht Club. Why are they seeing the most sells? In recent weeks, the Bored Ape Yacht Club has sustained sharper losses, with the floor price, or the cheapest listed NFT on the secondary market, falling nearly 19% over the last 30 days. And a Bored Ape today, the price starts at around 36.4 ETH,
that is so
or around
insane.
$68,000.
$68,000 for a picture of a damn monkey with the sunglasses and maybe a cigarette in his mouth. This is insane. Like, you're a clown if you're spending that much money on a damn picture. I don't care who you are. That is so stupid.
Or around $68,000.
Oh my God.
Which is nearly the cheapest they've ever been. And by the way, this has already bounced.
That's the cheapest it's ever been? What? Is that for real? That's not real. Is it really the cheapest it's ever been? 36.4 ETH? That's horrible.
Back up above 40.
And they're back up above 40 now? Dude, that's
that
unreal.
is near the lowest it's ever been. That's the lowest Bored Ape floor price in ETH terms since November 2021, when the project had just started taking flight. We also have...
was that 7 ETH? Wait.
Mutant Ape Yacht Club prices down 26% in...
What is a Mutant Ape Yacht Club? That's different? Dude, God.
ETH terms over the last 30 days, now starting at 7 ETH floor price, as well as CryptoPunks have fallen less than 3%.
All right, I don't know why this poll's not working. Damn it, it won't come up. I don't think you guys can see it. Sorry, I'm trying. Just keep saying error.
In the same time frame. At the peak of Bored Ape's price back in 2021, the floor price was 152 Ethereum. Actually, that was April 2022, which is worth almost $500,000. That is the video.
That's
and
insane.
I do just want to give a brief update this week.
What do you guys think about this too? He's doing like a new show or something with I guess like a panel of people that are going to go and kind of just talk about crypto.
So for the next 4 or 5 days,
Killer
my
Whales,
brother and I will be filming that Web3 crypto TV show, Killer Whales. I will try and post some pictures on Twitter when my brother and I are there, so make sure you stay subscribed and actually follow us on Twitter. There's a link down below. But just expect some awesome interviews for the next 4 or 5 days. Here is just a teaser.
Well, what I worry about holding gold. That's, you know, if you're asking me what do I fear, I don't fear anything if I actually have the superior asset. If I was a gold holder, I would fear. It's not really a question of worrying about Bitcoin. You got to worry about everything else. So the fear really is...
That was messed up. I feel like I just got gypped. That's some bullshit. That's some bullshit. Anyways, yeah, I don't know. You guys into NFTs? Let me know. That poll would not work for whatever reason. It's not working this morning. It worked already once, but I guess it doesn't want to do it again. All right, let me see. What do you guys got in the chat? Let's see if there's any questions. Matt Electron said that AMD cards, by the way, there's a new update for Dynex, the AMD cards that double the hash rate. Is it kind of like the same exact thing that happened with the NVIDIA cards? My A2000s went from 2 to 4 kilohashes. Is that kind of what you're getting at, Mr. Matt Electron? Or is there something to up more than it did before on NVIDIA as well? Let me know. NFTs equal scam, says Arthur. Yes, absolutely. Totally agree. Mr. Yeti Said yes, exactly. Okay. All right. Sounds good. Sounds about right. All right. Let's see. You know what? Let me see. Who here is actually mining Flux? Anybody still mining Flux? Just wondering. Let me see. Real quick. I think it's luckyminers.io is a new Flux pool. I have to do a video on this, and I actually need to do a test. So let me show you guys real quick. This is the brand new pool that I'm going to be doing a video on. I want to do a hash rate test or a comparison with just my A2000 rigs. So I think I'm going to do probably my I lied. I'll probably just do one GPU on each board. I'll probably do one GPU to this pool, and then I need another pool to do the test against. What pool should I use besides this one? So it's going to be Lucky Miners versus whatever, and I want to see who pays out more. That's kind of my plan. Let me see real quick. These guys are doing I think it's like a $400 or 400 Flux giveaway or something. I don't know what the hell it is. It's either $400 or 400 Flux. I can't remember. Max Voltage, if you're here, please let me know, because I know you know. But they're doing some sort of giveaway this month, and it's a minimum payout of 0.5 Flux, and I'm pretty sure the fees are actually way lower. Let me see. Payment. Nope. Where do I find the fees? Where do I find the fees here? I don't know. I swear I saw it the other day. Where is it? Oh, pool fee right there. Duh, 5%. Literally right in front of my face. I mean, sorry, not 5%, 0.5%. So this is supposed to be one of the lowest pool fees around, which is kind of cool too. So let me know. Let me know what you guys think I should do for the test. Let's see if anybody said anything in the chat. Test it versus the Flux pool. Okay. All right, maybe I'll just do that then. The normal Flux pool. That's a good idea, sir. And then we can always test something else. You know what? I could run the 3 boards, because they're all exactly the same with 3 A2000s, and do 3 different pools. So I guess just leave it in the comments below after this, or let me know what you guys think, because that'd be kind of cool. So I got to set that test up actually now, and I have to go pack a bunch of orders for the 3D printed store. So you guys are awesome. Anybody that ordered, I will be shipping out most of the orders this morning, just so you know. Last week I was just printing stuff away to get everything shipped out today. Let's see. UK Miners Club said, look at the current Caspa difficulty. Actually, that's not a bad idea. All right. Let's go Caspa difficulty 2 miners, I guess. Holy shit. Look at this. Mr. Cape Cod Crypto, appreciate you for becoming a member, buddy. Why doesn't it show me on my live chat? That's weird. Well, thank you so much for becoming a member, buddy. You're awesome. Appreciate it. Make sure you link your YouTube with Discord, and go comment on yesterday's video with the members only post in the community tab on my channel. I told you guys to put a specific hashtag in there and comment on it, so I will be pulling a winner for that tomorrow. All right, so this is, look at this. That's crazy. So it dropped quite a bit on the 25th. What's today? 26th? So that's yesterday. So yesterday it dropped quite a bit, huh? I wonder why. What came off the network? You think they were pre-mining with all those friggin' KSOs and stuff they're shipping out? But it came right back on. Maybe the facility had a shutdown or lost power or something. Wow, that's weird. That's kind of strange, huh? Let's see how crazy it's gotten over the past year. You know what? Actually, the difficulty is still pretty much there. What's the hash rate? What the hash rate is on this? Go to the hash rate. Just because I want to see, and I want to know if you guys saw that video. How do I change this to? Wait, hold on. I was on the hash rate. Oh, I was not. I was not. Oh, it's pretty much, it's close to the same. Okay. I was all right. That makes way more sense. I was so confused just then. Anyways, so yeah, the network hash rate itself is 1.28. Huh. I wonder what the hell's going on. That's weird. UK, that's weird. Caspa equals waste. The one who was. Yes, you know what? What's your guys' honest opinion on Caspa? honestly. What do you guys think about it? Do you guys like it? Like, I understand like the whole, let's mine it and, make as much profit as we can, sell it. That's pretty much the only way I'm looking at Caspa. Like, I would want a KSO or a KS1 or 2 to mine and sell. I'm not going to mine and hold it. That's just my opinion. I don't know. You guys tell me what you think about it. I mean, it's cool, but I don't know. I'm not like a fanboy in any way with Caspa. Let's see. Let's go to the Caspa homepage. So I heard there's actually Retro Mike talked about it. They're like upgrade or whatever they're doing. I don't know anything about it, but I don't know if that's like going to be a good thing or a bad thing. Oh yeah, that's right. They're on Tangent. I forgot. Caspa news. Caspa integrated with CoinPal. Trusted crypto solution for digital business. CoinPal, coin.io. Community translator crowdfund. What? Caspa crowdfund campaign. See, like, I don't know how I feel about the whole crowdfunding thing. They do a lot of crowdfunding. They did too to get on exchanges. Am I wrong? Read your last comment. What's your last comment? They announced the Rust. That's what it is. The Rust testnet. I'm guessing people moved over to test that now. Moved back. Oh, that makes way more sense. Okay. Yeah, that definitely makes sense as to why this would be like this. 100%. Why I jumped down. That's a lot to come off the network, though. It's like over 400 or just about 400. Yeah, that's crazy. That's a lot. Holy hell. Well, again, I don't know. I'm not a, I guess, fanboy about Caspa, but I don't have anything against it. It's just, it's a shit coin till it's not. That's how I feel about a lot of these coins, to be honest. Until it's proved otherwise, it's just, I guess, see what happens, right? Let's see. The whole Caspa series of events just seems sketch. Yeah, it does. It did kind of come out of nowhere, to be honest. Smokey Dan, with these attempts, I'd believe it. Let's see. Smokey Dan, what did he say? Where is he? Game with Smokey Dan said maybe a Texas farm was asked to shut down to help the power grid. Ooh, that's a good point too, actually. That could be, that's very possible. That's very possible. Anything run from ASICs, I'm against except BTC, said the one who was. Interesting. Really? Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm not, I guess I can't really say I'm true to that. Because, I mean, Ethereum Classic, right? With like the Jazz miners and stuff, when those came out. I mean, at the end of the day, all these machines are made to secure the network, right? So you can't really be mad at certain companies or certain coins for being like, more geared towards ASICs. But I mean, yeah, as like a GPU miner, yeah, people are going to be upset about things like that, right? So, I mean, I know it sucks. But the KSO, like, man, the video I did yesterday, you honestly can't deny how efficient that thing is. It's 70 watts. 70 watts at 100 gigahash. Let's look. You know what? Let me real quick before we get out of here. Let's just see. What is it? Mining pool stats. Yeah, they have like a calculator here. Caspa. Let's see. So miningpoolstats.stream. By the way, if anybody doesn't know, anybody new here, just go. If you go to, you just click on this, right? It'll bring you to like the new coin section on the left. You can just click on it for new proof of work coins. But guys, like, look at this. All right, so this is 1 gigahash. Okay, it's 100 gigahashes. Daily estimated earnings on 70 watts. 70 watts. $35 a day. It's over $30 a day. That is insane. It's insane. I mean, I don't recommend you guys go out and buy this thing right now, but it's, I honestly, I feel like the profitability is definitely going to tank. It's definitely going to tank when a lot of these come online. I mean, there's no question about it. No question in my mind. If this site would open. Ice River. IceRiver.io. Yes, it is. Okay. That was weird. Would not work. All right, so let's see. Where shop? Where do we go shop? Right here. KSO. All right, let's just see what it's at right now, price wise. What the fuck is going on with my internet? Goddamn. All right, it's $1,000. So this thing was $1,800. So it's plus or minus 10%, 65 watts, plus or minus 10%, 100 gigahash, right? So I'm actually mining to a separate address for this unit that Mr. Fully Electric, again, thank you for letting me use this. So it's mining to a separate address for him, and I'm going to do a test. I want to see the yield on this thing after like a week. I started it up when Saturday. I think it was full bore running Saturday, so I got to go back and look, but I'm going to check. I want to leave it like a week and see what the profits were. But I mean, it's going to be, I don't know, it's going to be close, right? So let's see. Let's just do the math real quick. Bring up my calculator. So we'll do so you say just like $30, right? No, not that. $30 times 7, right? $210, right? So say it's 4 weeks. You're almost paying yourself off in a freaking month, man. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. Little over a month. Little over a month. Let's see, actually clear. So I'm just gonna do that divided by, we'll just say 30 for shits. Right, so yeah, about 30 days, 33 days. 33 days, man. That's wild. Little over a month. Look at this thing. It's like, it's just a heat sink, man. Like, I don't even understand it. It's crazy. Like, how do they pack so much shit into this little box? It's like 10 pounds of shit in a 5-pound bag. It's like they made it happen. I don't know how the hell they did it. It's crazy, but it makes me wonder what the hell's cooking, right? Like, when it comes to I know the Jazz miner's coming out with an LTC Doge miner. How crazy efficient is that going to be? Then we're looking at, what's the other one? So there's I can't think of it, Locotech, the hash blade, that thing, that has to be legit. Like, I can't see it not being legit now that we're seeing all this shit come out. It's driving me nuts. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. I would buy a KSO for 500 once difficulty explodes. At least it uses less power than the mini Doge. Ninja Pirate. That's a good point, right? So I would personally buy it at that as well, right? I was thinking about buying it at this price now because it is like half off from what it was, but like my situation is different than most, so I can't really say that it would be smart for like you guys to go do it because I don't know what your electric rate is and stuff, but mine's decently high, right? It's around 25 cents, but I can run this thing off solar, and I can run it off solar 24/7. Thing would not shut down. I could run probably 3 of these things at least, easy. And yeah, it's stupid efficient. So like, I don't want to spend the money on it, but at $500, yeah, I'd probably buy a decent amount of them, to be honest. If they were $500, I would probably get, yeah, I don't know. I don't even want to say that, to be honest. But probably 5 to 10. Probably 5 to 10 if they were at $500. Just because of solar. That's really the main reason I would do that. But I don't know. You guys let me know what you think about it. It's crazy. What is this? What is this one? KS3. Oh, this is the Bitmain one, ain't it? Whoa, what? 8 terahashes? $47,000? What? That is gross. 8 terahashes. That is like, what is that? 8,000. That's 8,000 gigahash, right? Is that how that works? Right? Because 1,000 gigahash is 1 terahash. Yeah. That's, Jesus. That's insane. Insane. That's crazy. Then they have the KS3L. This is light. It's supposed to be a light version, but look at the wattage, right? So this is where shit dies, right? This wattage, you're getting back to like, you know, eat shit on your power bill. Like this, like you can't, I don't know. I wonder, you know, hold on, 100 gigahash, 3,200 watts, 65 watts. All right, hold on. Let's see. How could I do this math? How could I do the math on this? 100 gigahash times 10 be 650 watts for 1 terahash. 650 watts for 1 terahash. Hold on, let's do the math quick. 650 for 1, so I'd have to do times 8. All right, so I guess it is a little more efficient. Is that right? That's the right math, right? Early for math, but that's the math. 5,200 watts on you'd have 80 of these things. You'd have fucking 80 of them. Oh my god, gross. TCXD, the 2 terahash has 80 chips. Wait, what? Hold on, hold the phone. This one right here has 80 chips. God damn, that's wild. That 8 terahash miner. Oh, you know what? That's a good. I'm glad you just brought that up. Let's look. 8 terahash. Let's see. Oh my god. Wait, what? 2853. 2853 a day. You'd be getting almost $3,000 a day. But again, this is like, dude, this is the stuff that happened with like the KS3. No, sorry, KA3. Like, it was projected to get an ungodly amount of money, and then it came out and just everything went to shit, right? Like, that's what happens. Like, it's too much stuff on the network. It's just gonna drive this profitability down. That's insane. Holy hell. All right, so what was the other one? Was it 5? The 5. The light. 24. All right, hold on. Let's actually, you know what? I want to see. So 47.8. Hold on real quick. So 47.8. I want to see. Calculator. 47,800 divided by. I'm just gonna say 3,000 because why not, dude? 15 days. You get your money back in 16 days. What? What? That's crazy. That's insane. You imagine 16 days ROI on a $47,000 unit or whatever it is. 48,000 basically. Jeez, that's wild. I don't know how people pull out this much money to buy things like that. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. Like, it hurts even like looking at cars that cost this much. You're like, oh, let me get this fucking box that's just gonna heat my house up and charge me ass ton of money out, you know, on my electric bill. It's just crazy. That's crazy. I don't know. I still, this is the winner for me, to be honest. The KSO, only because of solar. 100%, 1,000%, million%. Actually, you know what? I want to check out this one too. 1 terahash. All right, let's look how good this one is real quick. 1 terahash on, hold on. What do we get here? 374 bucks a day. How much was it? 8,500 bucks. 85 hundo. All right, 85 divided by 375, we'll say. So about 23 days. 23 days to pay that one off. It's actually really low watts too. 25 days. So again, if it was if you had 10 of these to make up the 1 terahash, it would be, it's really 70 watts, so it would be about 700 watts versus the 650 or the 600 that's here, right? So it would be about 700 watts for 10 of these versus just one of these. But let me see, is this run on 110? I mean 120, or is it, why is it not working? Slow. All right, there we go. Specs, there's specs on this thing. They do. All right, so that's the only downfall. It's the only downfall. It doesn't have 120. You can't run it on a normal outlet. I mean, which is kind of surprising because you probably should be able to. It's only 600 watts. Because it's really not a big draw, to be honest. Really not. But man, it would be great to test one of these things, huh? That'd be sick. I would totally buy another inverter though and run it on solar. 1,000% if I got one of these. I don't know, man. It's just a lot of money. It's a lot of money. And then, like, where do you sell Caspa? Where do you sell it? I don't know. You guys let me know. I think it's crazy. C6D, no, they on. I don't even know what I asked. I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm reading. Let's see. Chump. When the KA3 was first announced, it was going to earn $168 per day. And by the time it came out, it earns $52 per day in about 2 weeks. Oh my God. Is that true? Is that really that's crazy. 168 and it went down to less than, wow. What is that? That would be under, that would be like a sixth or something. I don't even know. What is that? Let's do, I'm gonna do the math quick. 168 divided by 52. Oh no, I'll be a third, right? A third. So drop to a third, more or less, or a little less than a third. That's crazy. That's crazy. Anyways, all right. Change the PSU for 110 model. Nah, yeah, I wouldn't do that. Only because you don't know what they got. You know what I mean? You don't know what they have inside. Yeah, I don't know. That's a real risk. Only because like you don't know how things are hooked up. So like if you're gonna rip apart if you're gonna take out a PSU that needs to have two legs that are hot that are going into the unit, and now you're turning one to a neutral, it might not work right. You might screw something up. Not only single country is truly read for a truly ready for a CBDC. Is that what you're saying? Yes. No. Yeah. I mean, I don't think CBDCs are gonna come real soon, but I honestly I think they're inevitable at some point. Coin Bureau actually talks a bit about that. I think he had a video out today. Did he? Let me see. Real quick, then we're getting out of here. YouTube. Let me look. I'm not gonna play this, but go to his channel. So there was a video right here yesterday. This is boring as shit. All right, that's why I didn't want to watch it today. But if you guys have any time, okay, this video, he breaks down everything under the sun. U.S. government plan for crypto, CBDCs, Ukraine, China, more. Like there's so much shit here. I listened to it while I was weed whacking yesterday because, like, you know, noise cancel out and do what you got to do. But Coin Bureau, huge shout out to him because this dude, like, he puts work in. So shout out to him. But here is the link. I'm gonna put it in the live chat. Go watch this. If you have nothing to listen to or you want to have like knowledge on all this stuff, please go check out this guy's video because it's good. It's just boring. I can't sit here and listen to that whole thing. Anyways, guys, Bitcoin still holding over 30,000. So overall, it's a good day and it's Monday. So hopefully you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. You're all awesome. I get to get to daddy duty and I'll be shipping out those 3D printed parts. So if you guys are interested in those, go check out the store inside Discord. Have a good night. Have a good day. Patty Whack Miner, appreciate you. Fully Electric, you're awesome again. I'll talk to you soon. Have a good day. And peace out. Later, guys.